Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a few things in this world that you absolutely need to have in your life. One of them is water. The second one is whiskey. But the third one, good food. And that's exactly what we're doing today. We're going to see somebody cook 100 years of burgers from the first burger to the latest, and maybe not the greatest. We will see. Let's get into it.
On today's video, I am cooking 100 years of burgers. And we're gonna be rating them from
Okay.
1 to 10 so you know which ones we like best. And we're starting off with this one.
That looks sad.
Is that a burger?
Ooh.
Welcome to the 1910s. In this decade, the story goes like this. At this time, they served hamburger steaks with a fork and a knife. Then one
Oh,
person
that
showed
knife
up
is
in a
so
hurry. So they
nice.
said, let me put on some toast for you. And that is how one of the very first burgers were created, in Louis' Lunch, where they still serve the original burger today. Now the interesting
That's
thing is
cool.
how it was cooked. It was cooked in a vertical broiler that looked something like this. At this time, burgers cost 10 cents. Now obviously I don't have one of these, so I try to improvise as much as possible. These are cooling racks. I'm hoping they're gonna work just fine. Now for the patty, I chose 80/20. And as you can see, a nice thick one. So after laying down my burger on the cooling rack, I season the patty with a good amount of salt and pepper. Then
Yeah, I never liked like highly fatty meat. I was never really into that. I've always liked a lean meat better.
immediately put one right on top. As now I got my Searsol and started to broil the beef. Surprisingly, it worked extremely well. And I can only imagine the smell that came out of this in the restaurant. Now they were not crazy because they also toasted their buns. And as far as I know, the
True.
very first burger had nothing, just bread and beef. It doesn't get any simpler than that. However, with our research nowadays, they make it like this. And that had a little bit of cheese spread, followed by the broiled beef, a thin slice of onions, and one of tomato. Close that all up, and this is one of the first burgers created. But don't forget the original, with nothing.
Yeah, you lost me with the tomatoes, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just like tomatoes like on like a pizza or something like that is whatever, right? But or in spaghetti. But like a tomato on a burger, no. And I don't do lettuce either or onion. Um yeah, I just season my burger nice. I throw some cheese on there, throw some burger sauce on it. It's probably got some garlic in it or whatever. And that's it. That's it. I don't do anything crazy. Maybe if I'm feeling, fantastical, I'll throw some bacon on it or something. But for the most part, yeah.
Nothing. Now, how did it taste? Well, let's try them and rate it.
Looks very different than the burgers we know today.
There's no cheese, but at least there's no vegetables either.
It is
Facts.
basically meat and sandwich bread.
Hey, I
Let's
like
see
that
how it
guy.
tastes.
This guy here.
Cheers,
I like that
everybody.
guy.
Cheers.
W take based.
I don't care what anybody says. That
Stop putting rabbit food on your fucking burgers, please. Gross. I can't tell you how many tomatoes and lettuce is wasted each year at every burger joint that exists because people pick it off every time.
That's delicious.
Look, it's really good, but it feels wrong that it's in toast.
Yes.
I'm okay with it being in toast, but I just feel like it needs some cheese.
Listen, hold up, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, don't hate on toast as buns, bro. Okay, when you're poor, okay, a loaf of bread is what you're gonna buy over buns because buns aren't gonna get you very far, and that loaf of bread is can be used for many many things. Okay, the buns are just specifically for their purpose. But you get the loaf of bread, that's your hot dog bun, that's your hamburger bun, that's your fucking toast in the morning for breakfast. Like, yeah, I can't emphasize enough how valuable a loaf of bread is when you're poor. Okay.
It needs some sauce.
Funny you said that because nowadays they actually make it like this, sir, and it has cheese for you.
Oh man.
But that's not how he started. That's where we are right now. And this burger, everybody, still being served today. Cheers, everybody.
Oh my god, it's such a mess. Cheers.
Mmm.
Oh, that's so much better with the cheese and the tomato and the onions.
It's not bad. I mean, I mean, it's a little bit gray here. I would like a little bit more pink. Not a lot, just a little bit more pink. Okay, I like me a nice little pink juicy burger. Ooh,
Talking about that, there was a huge upgrade from this decade to the next. Check it out.
In the 1920s, White Castle was born. The price started at only 5
W.
cents. That's about 70 cents
White
today.
Castle
They are
used to
known have
bang,
invented
bro.
the slider and the concept of carrying out. Now, the way they made their sliders are quite unique. First thing to do is to grab some beef. Then, to make them at home, you want to lay down some parchment paper and immediately spread a good amount of beef. We want to get them super flat. So for that, I put another parchment paper right on top and pressed it with another sheet. Now I laid it down on a cutting board and using
That
the
works.
back of my knife, I went ahead and scored the beef. This will allow me to break them once they get frozen. Now I remove the parchment paper, and if you're following the original recipes, you must poke 5 holes. You can do it just by using a chopstick. Once they were all done, into the freezer
Cheaters method.
it goes to firm up. After about 1 hour, I took it out and look, we got our beef ready to be cooked. But there's one more thing that we gotta do, and that is to use the onions. They don't use fresh onions on
Gross.
White Castle. They actually use this, dehydrated one. So we gotta bring them back to life. To do that, you just gotta soak them in water. And funny enough, they still use this method today. In case you are wondering what kind of buns I'm using, these are Hawaiian sliders. They're gonna work perfectly
Hell
for this
yeah.
recipe. So to cook them outside I went. I heat up the cast iron griddle and placed all of
W.
the onions in there together with the water. Because instead of getting a nice crust on our meat, we're gonna steam it. Yep, right on top of the onions. And funny enough, the bread goes right on top of the beef. That's the way they still do it today. You see, the idea is that the steam will also heat up the buns. I'm not gonna lie though, it feels weird putting the bread on top of the beef, because once it's fully cooked, the next thing is to assemble. First, on one side of the bun, they add a little bit of mustard. Next, they scoop the onion and the beef, as now there's left to do is to add some cheese, followed by pickles, and top it off with that mustard bun. Now this is the White Castle slider. In the 1920s, this was extremely popular, and
Yuck.
costing only 5 cents, it was a hit.
The 1920s burger, White Castle slider.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I saw it being cooked, and I'm not very excited. Let's say that.
You don't like the steaming action on the raw meat, bro?
There's no crust. This thing is gray and sad, bro.
This looks like a boiled burger.
White Castle sounds like we're in the dungeon eating the burger.
There you go. 1 nickel, everybody. Doesn't get any better
I mean, that just shows why White Castle's not that popular anymore compared to any other burger joint.
than that. Let's give it a try. Tell me. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. It's so soft. It's not a good soft.
It's super tender. That's why the pickle is there, to give you a little crunch.
We definitely have way better burgers nowadays, but at the start, 1920s, this is pretty good.
Tell you one thing, it's pretty good. It's time to go on to the next decade.
In the 1930s, times were tough. It was the Great Depression. But there's one burger
True.
that really stands out from that decade. That would be the Oklahoma Fried Burger. Invented by Ross Davis
Ew.
to keep burgers' prices low, he decided to press a handful of onions into his patties to extend the beef supply. Now to make this burger, there's a very interesting technique, and here's how. First, we go ahead and get the griddle nice and hot. Now place the beef right on top, smash it down a little bit, and as it's cooking, add a good amount of onions. Then of course, smash it down even more. Now this burger doesn't get any easier than that to make, as after flipping it so that the onions can cook, you want to go ahead and toast the buns. Now in its most basic form, this is it. We got bread, beef, and
I mean, it's super simple and easy to make, at least.
onions. It is simple, it will feed hungry people, and at the same time, is it delicious?
But this is what I don't like. The burgers cook too much. I can't tell you how many times. This is why I really don't get burgers anywhere, unless it's like fast food and I just want something quick. But I don't get burgers because they never cook it the way that I like it.
Well, let's find out.
The Great Depression burgers from the 1930s, also known as the Oklahoma Fried Onion Burgers. Are you guys ready to try this?
Smells great.
Let's try it, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bro, their bodies are just gonna be full of onion today.
Oh, that's a lot of onion.
That's too much onion.
That's definitely too much onion.
Just the
W.
onion and the bun is just way too simple
Facts.
for me. What do you think, Leo?
The onions have such an overpowering
Damn Oklahoma
sweetness
people.
That's what you get mainly, not a lot of beef.
Yeah, but Leo, come on, bro.
It makes sense at the time, I mean.
They didn't have the money, bro. Chill out.
Times are tough. I get it.
When times are tough, you gotta feed a lot of people. Still, this is a delicious burger. Enough. Next decade.
In the 1940s, things were about to change forever. That's when
Can you imagine how your fucking sweat smelled when you ate a bunch of those Oklahoma fucking onion burgers, dude? Oh my god. Oh, gross.
McDonald's was invented. Originally a barbecue restaurant, in the late 40s they switched to selling only burgers, fries,
Yes,
drinks,
sir.
milkshakes, and pies. Also, McDonald's cheeseburger only cost 19 cents. And the way
What the fuck, McDonald's? Jesus Christ.
It was made, it was slightly different than today. You see, at the time, they used a nice, thicker patty, kind of like this one, and it was seasoned with salt and pepper. The crust was not strongly pronounced, but they made sure to toast the buns. And the original
True.
cheeseburger had ketchup on the top bun, followed by some onions, and a slice of cheese, followed by the meat. Yep, it was assembled upside down. And there we have it, the original cheeseburger from the 1940s. They don't look like this nowadays, because it
Hell
had more
no.
meat than today. My hopes is that it's
They
gonna
look a
be
lot better.
1940s, the birth of McDonald's, gentlemen.
After school, me and Leo used to go straight to McDonald's and grab some.
I used to skip school so many times back in high school to go to Mickey D's, bro. We would leave at lunch because we would have something like fucking study hall or something stupid after lunch. Or we would skip out toward the end of the day during like play production and shit. It's another class that like we're because like play production you can get away with it because you're like roaming around and shit with the teacher. So like the teacher she didn't notice when anybody was gone. So uh three of us would all dip out, hop in our buddy's car, and then we would run to McDonald's because it was like just right around the corner. So we'd run to McDonald's. We'd go there and eat a nice fat fucking meal, like $30 worth of fucking McDonald's. Okay, back when I was in high school, that was a lot of food. Nowadays, it's nothing. But back then, shit, you eat like a king on $30. What?
Cheeseburgers because they used to be 67 cents.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Are you guys ready to try this
I got in
burger?
trouble for that
Let's see.
shit
Please
all the
dig in,
time, though.
gentlemen.
Do it.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. That's a classic.
That's a cheeseburger right there, everybody. Wow.
That's way better than McDonald's.
Especially from the last burger that we had that was more onion than burger. This is nice, bold, beefy, delicious. Cheese, toppings, everything just blends together beautifully.
Jeez.
Things
I don't know why, but I'm like craving pickles right now for some reason.
were getting a little bit better at during this
Might
time.
get some pickles
so they
tomorrow.
were able to put the cheese in and not charge an arm and a leg for it. But the onion burger, don't knock that one, everybody. It's delicious. With that being said, let's jump on to the 1950s.
In the 50s, burgers started changing. It was
Yeah,
when the
look at them
Whopper was
whips.
invented, the Jack in the Box, Whataburger, Sonic, and the Juicy Lucy. Yep, things started
Sonic.
getting really good on that decade. Also, the category we know and love was created, but it didn't look like this. This is actually what it looked like. Now, there's a very interesting
Crazy.
burger that was invented in the 50s, and that would be this one. It's called the steam burger. First up, we gotta get a big patty, and just like the name says, we gotta steam this meat. I placed my patty into the steamer, followed by some white cheddar. Covered it up and let the whole thing steam. Now, instead of using a regular burger bun, they use Kaiser roll. This is quite different than normal buns, and the taste is very light, but also very delicious. And the best part was that it was toasted with butter. The 50s knew
Hell
what they
yeah.
were doing. So to assemble, it's pretty simple. I lay down a slice of raw onion, followed by
Gross.
some mayo, ketchup, and mustard. Then the tomato goes right
Whoa,
on top.
whoa,
We
whoa,
can-
whoa, whoa. We're triple dipping. We're triple dipping with the condiments. We got mayo, ketchup, and mustard. Might have to try that. That might be interesting.
Can't forget about the lettuce and pickles.
Gross.
As now it was time for the beef. And we cannot forget
Fucking
one
rabbit
thing,
food.
the cheese. To be
Oh,
specific,
the cheese,
steamed
though.
white cheddar. Now that is a burger. The big question is, how does it taste?
And here we have the 1950s burger.
Damn, that was good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I saw you making this and you steamed it, so I'm not excited.
Wow, this guy is such a hater. Steaming is okay, everybody, for a burger, I guess, right? Let me know in the comments down below. Enough talking, let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
What's the center look like? That's what I care about.
Yo.
It's
It's
a
a
much
mess.
thicker
Yeah,
burger.
it's a mess because it's big.
It's very messy. It's a mess, but it is a very juicy burger.
Oh, look at that. Look at the pink. Oh, that's one fucking juicy fucking piece of meat.
To say.
Very juicy, extremely flavorful, even though I'm still missing
Oh. Fuck, I want a
crust,
burger now.
But I cannot say anything bad about him.
You know what? It's actually not bad. it's like you say, the only thing you're really missing is a good crust.
But with that being said, let's jump on to the 1960s.
In the 1960s, Chick-fil-A
60s.
was founded, and so was Red Robin's. At this point in time,
Chick-fil-A was founded in the 60s? What the fuck? That's new.
hamburgers went from being an American
know that.
classic just slowly spreading throughout the world. However, there's one iconic burger that stands out from the rest, and we're talking about the Big Mac. And funny enough, it was created because
Hell
of a
yeah.
competition. McDonald's wanted to compete with the Big Boy hamburger, but instead they created one of the most popular burgers in history. And this is what
Fair.
makes it so famous, the Big Mac sauce. To make it, there are several different versions. The one I like the most is this one. Into a bowl I threw in some mayo, followed by ketchup, mustard, sweet onions, onion powder, grated garlic, butter pickles, white vinegar, salt, and pepper. Mix everything well, and the Big Mac sauce is done. This was also one of the very first burgers to use 3 buns. And at first, Big Mac patties were nice and thick. So we're gonna try to do the original version. I seasoned them with salt and pepper. Got a nice crust and they were ready. After toasting up the buns, it was time for the assembly. We got the bottom bun, followed by a good amount of Big Mac sauce, white onions, shredded lettuce, 2 pickles, that beautiful burger patty we just cooked, American cheese, middle bun, and repeat the process once again. To finish it
Hell
off, just
yeah.
top it off with the top bun. Now this is the original Big Mac. I wish that it still looked like this on McDonald's. Does it taste as good as it looks? Well, let's find out.
Here we are on the 1960s, the Big Mac, gentlemen, huh?
I've eaten a little bit too many of these in my life.
I had quite a few as well, everybody. Big Mac is a
I never
classic.
had them.
These burgers don't look authentic. They're too good.
I'm gonna be honest. I never had a Big Mac. Not a day in my life. Just because I can't eat onions. So, considering it's in the literal sauce that's on it, I can't have it.
McDonald's wish their patties were this big, right?
I've never seen a McDonald's patty this thick. I'm not gonna lie, Google. I thought you went to McDonald's and you actually just bought a Big Mac.
I could probably make one, I guess, if I just use like a Kinder's burger sauce or something.
But now after seeing this, yo, this is no joke.
Let's give it a try, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh man, that tastes like a Big Mac.
That tastes like a Big Mac.
That sauce is so good.
The sauce is right on the money, right?
Fresh Big Mac sauce is crazy.
And it's so juicy. Like you can squeeze it, you see the juices.
Is it fair to say that it's like the golden era of burgers right here?
Pretty much because it's still good today.
True.
That is delicious. And now we're gonna go and jump into the 1970s.
Ooh, groovy.
Oh shit.
In the 1970s, the burger cost about 69 cents, and the newly invented grill at that time was the Big Green Egg. Another historical burger chain was created, Wendy's.
Wendy's,
They shocked the
yes!
world with unique square patties. They really wanted to stand out from the rest. That's one of the reasons they kept saying fresh, never frozen. This is a good thing, because fresh meat is always better. Now to cook up
Facts.
the original Wendy's burgers is pretty simple. We got a nice hot griddle and throw in the patty. Of course, don't forget to toast the buns. For the assembly, they started with the top bun. First, a good amount of ketchup, followed by mayo. Then on the bottom bun goes 1 slice of American cheese, followed by that hot square patty, followed by lettuce, a slice of tomato, onions, and pickles.
Baconator's
Then
better.
top it off with the top bun. Now this is Wendy's original burger. Does fresh, never frozen really makes a
Look
big
at that
deal?
pink.
Well, let's
Oh
find out.
yeah.
And here we have the fresh, never frozen.
What's that?
Groovy
I need it.
era. Come
I
on,
need it
guys.
in my life,
70s.
bro.
Come on, hey, you gotta hit that.
This guy, man. So this is the Wendy's original burger. I hope I did its justice. Leo, go ahead and grab it.
Damn, there's no crust on this.
No crust because that's the original and the right way to do it.
Bro,
So
this must
hopefully
be
it's
so
gonna
fun
taste
having a
fantastic.
channel based around
talking?
cooking.
Let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
There's something to be said about fresh, never frozen.
This might be one of my favorite burgers on this list so far. This is damn good.
It's so funny. It got like the little square patty too.
It is a Wendy's burger. You know what it tastes like. It is delicious. It's still square today, but let's jump into the 1980s. My era.
True.
When I was born.
Damn.
Now we're in the 80s. and
Damn.
burger prices were on the rise. At this time, another huge burger joint was opened, created by a father and his 4 sons. These 5 guys
Five
wanted to
Guys.
choose quality and flavor
Yo.
over profits. And I'm talking about
I haven't had Five Guys in a hot minute, bro. We got one in the city over. I might have to go there. Might have to go there and get some Five Guys.
5 Guys, and I'm gonna be making their all-the-way burger. I mean, take a look at this burger. It is incredible. They do something most burger joints don't do. Let me explain. That one
That
has
looks
sauteed
good.
onions and mushrooms. Just cook them up like you normally would and no big deal. But I want you to notice one thing. There's no seasoning on them at all. And the same goes for the burger patties. The interesting thing is that if you want seasoning on your burger, you gotta ask
When was the mushroom Swiss burger invented? I want to know. Hey, the mushroom Swiss burger. When was that? Because like the mushroom Swiss burger is like my favorite burger of all time. Uh, Inconclusive results. I should have searched it on Google so I can get the AI.
For it in Five Guys. And I totally understand where they're coming from, because the American cheese they put on it, it already has plenty of salt. So once the burger is
True.
perfectly cooked, they go ahead and add 2 slices of
Salt,
American cheese
sugar,
and put an
spice.
additional patty right on top. Toast up the buns. Once that's
This is such a fucking cheat code. Such a fucking cheat code.
done, the bottom bun gets a little bit of ketchup, followed by mustard, those beautiful sauté onions, mushrooms, crispy bacon, a good amount of mayo on the top
Ooh.
bun, followed by shredded lettuce, pickles, and a slice
Yes.
of tomato. As to finish it up, we go ahead and add those beautiful burger patties with the cheese and top it off with the bun. Now this
Look at
is
that.
the Five Guys all the way burger. Now how does it taste?
And here we got the 1980s.
Hey man, you're old, but your burgers are fire though.
So this is Five Guys.
I've been at Five Guys. I never had this much lettuce on the burger though.
Oh, well, that's because you ordered the wrong way.
You order it plain for sure.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Facts. Take that goddamn rapid
Oh.
food off the burger, bro.
Hold on.
Out of all the decades, we start going up, boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we
Let's
start
see it.
going up in flavor.
This is the first one with bacon. Out of the whole video, the first one, I don't even like bacon like that. But on a burger, it's so
Yeah, dude.
perfect.
Okay, if you don't like bacon, then you're just not human. I guarantee you, your social doesn't exist and you're from another planet.
Bacon on a burger is just so damn good.
Hell
Now let's
yeah.
Jump on to the next one, the 19.
Solid.
Now that's a good era.
agree with
right
that.
there.
Come on, baby, me and Angel.
In the 1990s,
Hey, they didn't show the fucking. I wanted to see center of the burger. God damn it!
things were not very healthy, and Pizza Hut
Super
invented the
size.
stuffed crust pizza. That was a hit. There was
Oh
one
my
burger that was
God,
also a
dude.
hit.
When Papa John's came out with their stuffed crust pizza, bro, I've never been able to not eat it without stuffed crust ever again.
It was called the Big and Tasty from McDonald's. They made that to fight the Whopper from Burger King, and the Big and Tasty
True.
had its own sauce.
I hate to say it though, in 2025, Burger King's got a better burger than McDonald's. Don't at me. Don't at me. You get a fucking Burger King burger, it's the same price, but you get triple the meat on just a regular burger. It's so sad how far McDonald's has fallen.
To make it, it was pretty simple. Into a food processor, I threw in 1 egg yolk, followed by oil, and blend everything on high. Then I added paprika, followed by salt, sugar, garlic powder, mustard, barbecue sauce, and lime juice. Now blend everything on high, and there you have it, the Big and Tasty sauce. Now it's called Big and Tasty for a good reason. We got a big burger, so it starts off on the grill, and unlike Five Guys, it gets seasoning. A good amount of salt, followed by freshly ground black pepper. Now to assemble, it's pretty simple.
True.
You get a good amount of Big and Tasty sauce, followed by Swiss cheese, that mustard patty that was just cooked, another slice of cheese, shredded lettuce, diced onions, tomatoes,
at that.
and that big top bun.
Goddamn.
Now this is the Big and Tasty. I can't believe McDonald's took this one out of the menu. I can understand
Yeah, how did they fucking let that fucking money fucking grab just disappear, dude? What the fuck?
the reason why, and you're about to find out really
This is what I want to see. Look at that. Look at that pink. Look at the pink. Look at the pink. Juicy.
shortly. Because take a look at this burger.
Fuck
Come on
yes.
now. I could have that burger any day.
Welcome to the 1990s.
Ah, you see, in the 90s they did it right.
That's a big burger.
There's a reason it's called Big
Facts.
and Tasty, everybody. So the Big and Tasty is Big and Tasty. Let's try it and let's rate it. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Facts.
Bro.
Bro, that is so thick.
Slams the
Big patty.
table.
Completely different than anything we've had. And the cheese is different.
True.
I don't know
Sesame
how I
seed
feel about the
bun
cheese.
too.
Really?
Damn,
I think
man.
American cheese would have been better.
It's good, but it's so different that I enjoy it. But now let's jump into the 2000s.
Now I'm a teenager.
All
Now,
right,
the
here we go.
2000s, Wendy's was having a problem. Since their owner passed away, they created the Baconator so that it will blow up with
Yes.
one man. And that's exactly what happened. It saved Wendy's from selling the company. And the burger costed about
Dude, I've eaten so many of these. Especially because, like, I don't even, I don't get the 2 patty anymore. I get the triple stack because I'm a fat fuck. But oh my god, with extra bacon on it too. I'm trying to have a heart attack eating
For
this, bro.
bucks. The Baconator still exists today. And to make it,
Oh,
it's
it's
quite
so
simple.
good.
First, we need to cook up 2 square patties. And don't forget, fresh, never frozen. Give your buns a
Facts.
nice toast, then add in mayo and ketchup. Both of the patties get
Yep.
American cheese, followed by
Yep.
3 slices of bacon each. Now place one on top of the other and lay it down on that bottom bun. Now this is the Baconator. And even today, it makes a lot
True.
of young men really happy. Don't be
Although the bacon looks like ass. I don't know Wendy's, I don't know how y'all cooking your bacon, but it looks like ass, okay? This bacon, fuck yeah.
believe me? Well, here we go.
The 2000s, the Baconator.
The year of no vegetables. Let's go.
We just
Yep.
had bacon for the first time on a burger, and now we have too much bacon on a burger.
You
Too
ready to
much
give it a
my ass,
try?
bitch.
It is
There
still
ain't no
going
such
on
thing as
today,
too much
so
bacon.
Let's see if the Baconator is actually a good nader.
Show
or
me
a
the
bad
middle.
one. Wow, that was so cheesy.
That was so cheesy.
The
God
good
damn,
nader
bro.
or the bad nader?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Damn.
This tastes almost identical to the Wendy's bacon.
Yeah, see that's overcooked. Overcooked it. You gotta have some pink, bro. If you don't have some pink, then you ain't doing it right.
Yeah, half pound of beef, 6 slices of bacon.
I mean,
It's crazy good, and by far the unhealthiest burger on this list so far.
Yeah, but it's the tastiest one, I'll tell you that.
It is still good. But
10 out of
on
10.
2010, things started getting a little weird.
This is when social media is at its peak. And everybody wanted to
Oh
have
no. No, 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 no. This is not happening, bro.
the next burger. That's when this was invented. The ramen
Ah.
burger. Now, if you've never tasted this, you should, as this was very popular in the 2010s. But the original version was like this. First thing, the noodles. You want to get 2 containers just like this. Lay down some clinch plastic so things would get out easy. Once you have both of them, go ahead and cook some instant noodles and mix them up with some eggs. You should have a texture like this in the end. Now place them on a bowl that we just made, press them down with another container, as now you want to go ahead and cook them until they're fully solid.
It
Because
looks
you wanna toast
interesting,
those
at least.
noodles exactly the same way you do with buns. Oh yeah, now you can be as creative as you like going forward. But the original version was like this. You want to go ahead and cook up some quail eggs, get them nice and crispy. To assemble, you want to use a little bit of teriyaki sauce on the bottom noodle bun, followed by that burger we just cooked, and those fried quailed eggs.
Okay, hold on. I might have been wrong here.
Finish it off with more teriyaki sauce, and of course the top noodle bun. Now get ready for an Instagram photo and post it online, as this was very popular
Yo.
in the 2010s. The question is, how did it taste? Well, let's find out.
And here we got 2010.
I still don't know how I feel about the noodles being the buns, but it looks good.
Yeah.
I can't even lie. It looks
That is
good.
not a burger.
Come on, man.
What is that? That's noodles on a patty.
Okay, can we just try it before it breaks?
All right, enough talking. Welcome to the 2000.
Oh my God, it just falls
Cheers,
apart.
Everybody.
Cheers.
Hmm? Hmm?
It's pretty good though. Pretty good.
Okay, hold on. Nobody told me that.
It does look good. It does look good. I will concede. I do wish that this was a little bit easier to hold on to, though, because like you can see it literally just fall apart in their hands.
The noodles were flavored. Is there like some kind of teriyaki sauce or something on it?
100%.
Damn, I hate to say it, but this is actually good.
It is delicious, everybody. I'm telling you.
You made it once. I'm glad you made it again. But damn, this is the messiest burger in the world, okay?
This is a really good burger, but not as good as the burgers we have nowadays, like the burger that changed my life, Guga's Creation.
This is a smash burger, everybody. I highly recommend. It is a delicious burger. If you've never had a smash burger done properly, I highly recommend. But hope you guys enjoy.
All right. Hey, W Video, that was fucking awesome. Are you kidding me? Give him a subscribe, give him a like. Guga Foods, man. Guga Foods W Video, man. That was enjoyable. I love that. I really want to go eat a burger now, so I'm gonna get off this video. Make sure you subscribe to him, subscribe to me. Most importantly, subscribe to yourself. Okay, self-love is important these days, people. All right. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm hungry. Fuck.